Hey y'all, welcome to my modern homestead. It's Janet here, in case you don't already know. Now I'm in the middle of another canning project, but I had to stop for supper. And did y'all see the recipe we did for the Zesty Peach barbecue sauce that I did? I thought we would try it out. So let's see what happens. I'm actually working on a different video, but I thought I would try to squeeze in this one here. Just make it really quick and simple. We want to try the barbecue sauce that we canned the other day. So what I have here are some chicken wing pieces. I'm just coating them with some seasoning salt and a little bit of garlic powder, or a lot of garlic powder. Okay. Let's flip them over and do the same thing. All right, got them flipped over. Not going to do this side quite as heavy as I did the other side because we really want our barbecue sauce to do the singing in this recipe. I reckon we can call it a recipe, but you know what I mean. All right, now here I have about a cup, maybe a cup and a half of flour. So we're just going to take our pieces and just lightly flour them. This will help give us a crispy coating on our wings so that they're not slimy wings. My husband hates slimy wings. I don't know what happened to this piece, but hey, we're going with it. Just keep going until they're all done. All right, last piece. Now back behind me on the stove, I've got the oil heating. We're going to heat it to between 300, 350. As long as you're in that range, you're good. Okay, now the oil is still heating, but over here you can see a little bit right there. I have a pan with 2 racks on it with parchment paper under it. Now as I pull these out of the oil, I'm going to coat them in our barbecue sauce that we canned, and then we'll put them on the rack. Okay, while this continues to come up to the correct temperature, I'm going to go ahead and open our barbecue sauce and pour it into the bowl so that it's ready to go. I'm just going to start with 1 jar. We probably will need both jars, but start with 1 and open the second if we need it. It looks good. Okay, here we go, y'all. We are almost at 350. Going to go ahead and drop a piece in, and that's what you want to see. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit since we're at the right temperature. And I like to do 2 or 3 at a time. And I cook these until they're nice and brown on the outside. And then once we're done with this part, we will actually move them over to the oven on the racks. Now, because these are bigger than the regular hot wings I normally make, I kept the temperature between 325 and 350, and these have been cooking about 7 minutes. Let's see if I can show you what they look like. The tongs are covering it up. You see how pretty they are? That one was my last one I dropped in. We're going to give it just 1 minute more. Okay, out it comes. And onto the rack. Now we're just going to continue with the rest of these until we get them all done. 3 and 4. I've let my temperature come down below 325, and as you can see, it's frying just fine. I did that because these pieces are bigger And because there's a lot of oil in there, and those pieces were big, and I wasn't super comfortable with that oil bubbling like this with it being close to the top. So this will be just fine. We're going to keep cooking these until they're nice and brown also. These pieces, because they've been cooking around 300, I'm letting them go. Oh, there's the timer. I let them go for another 2 minutes. You see how pretty they are? Actually, as I started taking up these big pieces, I ended up leaving it for a little longer to get it more done because they are big and thick. We are going to put them in the oven, but I want them mostly done and brown before I put them in the oven. Okay, while those two pieces are finishing up, I'm going to take the chicken that's done, and we're just going to roll it in the barbecue sauce, and then we're going to put it back onto the rack, just like that. Actually, probably didn't need the fork other than to keep my hands from getting messy, but hey, it's all right. That is so pretty. Don't those look so good, y'all? Now we're going to pop these in the oven for 5 to 10 minutes. They're, like I said, these are done, but I want to get some of this wetness to where it looks more baked, not so wet. So whatever you prefer is just fine. And I don't have an exact time, it just depends on the sauce. There we go, y'all. Doesn't it look delicious? Y'all want to give it a try before we end the video? Okay, let's give this a try. It's gonna be hot and messy. That's really good, y'all. It's got just a little, well, it's got sweetness to it and just a little bit of heat. That's really good. I don't know if my husband will like it because it's sweet. I love it. It's perfect on wings. Yum. Y'all go make some. Y'all, this is probably the messiest ending to a video I will ever do. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys. Right down to your bones.